Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. Happy Sunday, or whenever you're watching, and we're going to continue with our Pine Tar tournament, Pine Tar Baseball, and it's Game 4, the 1976 Yankees versus the 65 Dodgers. Yankees looking to sweep, and they'll send Jim Catfish Hunter to the mound, trying to avoid the sweep. The Dodgers send the great lefty Sandy Koufax to the mound. Koufax pitched Game 1, no decision. Dodgers would lose in extra innings on the pinch hit home run by Oscar Gamble. So they must win to stay in. They've got to win 4 in a row. We've set up a new scoreboard. So hopefully we remember to update that. You see the Dodgers, Yankees, and that's our new beautiful scoreboard. Phantomatics here in the Bronx. Check out that wonderful channel. He did a nice card rip a few days ago. So please check out our good friend Phantomatic. And sub, like, share, all that wonderful stuff for a good person, Phantomatic. So the opening Game 4, and here are the lineups for the Dodgers. Once again, Sandy Koufax will be on the mound to try to stave off elimination. Had a no decision in Game 1. Maury Wills will be at short, and he's leading off. He's followed by Fairley, who's in right. Batting third is Gilliam, and he's playing third. Don Drysdale, once again, will be the cleanup hitter and the designated hitter. Lou B. Johnson, who I misspelled his name, let's fix that, will bat fifth. He's in left field. Drysdale has a homer, by the way, and a single in this tournament. And he's knocked in 2 runs. Wes Parker bats 6th. He'll play first base. Jimmy Lefevre will play second and bat 7th. Willie Davis will patrol center field and will bat 8th. Johnny Roseborough does the catching, and he will bat 9th. For the 1976 Yankees, they send Jim Catfish Hunter to the mound looking for the sweep, as Yankee fans have brought their brooms to the Bronx. It will be Mickey Rivers to lead things off in center, followed by Willie Randolph. Batting third in right field is Otto Velez. The designated hitter is Thurman Munson, the Yankee captain. Batting fifth, playing first base, Chris Chambliss. Sweet Lou Piniella bats 6th. He's in left field. Greg Nettles mans the hot corner for the Yankees and will bat 7th. Fred Chicken Stanley will bat 8th and play short. And Fran Healy is behind the plate and will do the catching with that -14 arm. So here we go. The Dodgers must win to stay in. The Yankees looking for the sweep. So Catfish Hunter up on the mound. And here's Maury Wills against right-handed pitching. He reaches safely 0 through 30. Here's the pitch to Maury Wills from Catfish Hunter. And that's going to be a 77. And that's a strikeout. So Hunter starts things off with style. He strikes out the speedy Maury Wills. You want to keep him off the base paths. Strat Baseball History, another fun channel, as he's replaying 1962 card and dice and 1973 PC strat. Good stuff. Check out that wonderful channel. As he says, Koufax isn't into brooms. Fran Healy is a nice guy. Maybe was. Yeah, no, he's got a good arm. So he's behind the plate. So 1 out, no one on. Hunter's ready to work against Ron Fairley. He reaches safely 0 through 38 against right-handed pitching. Here's the pitch from Catfish Hunter. And that's going to be a 29. A 29 on the Fairley card is a walk. Oh, Hunter is a C-grade pitcher, good for 8 innings. Koufax is an A the first time through the lineup, then an A+ the next after the first 2 times through the lineup. So he's a dominant pitcher, 8 innings, and Hunter's a C all the way through. So that's a walk. So Fairley walks. Ron Fairley is at first. Now remember, check out our good friends in the community, Phantomatic and Strat Baseball History with Joe. He's a Yankee and a Mets fan, but we still love him. All right, here comes Jim Gilliam, the third baseman. Gilliam reaches safely 0 through 35. Hunter looking for the double play ball as Randolph and Stanley pinch the middle. Hunter rocks and deals to Jim Gilliam. And that's going to be a 20. So they're getting a catfish hunter. That's a 20. And that's going to be a single. It's a derivative of 5. So we go to the pitcher modification. He's a C-grade pitcher. And it's going to turn into a double. So it turns into a double. So that's a shot. 20 with a 0. That's a shot to center. And Rivers lets it get over his head as he misplays it in a way. And that's a double. Fairly, a slow runner, cannot score from first. Second and third, 1 out. So there's the pitching grade that comes into play here. And we got Rebels. Oh boy, Rebels is at the ballpark. Where's George Brett, he says. Pine tar? No, a different type of pine tar, my friend. As history maker, Strat Baseball History says, Healy is still alive. Well, that's good news. And here comes Don Drysdale. Drysdale likes this newfangled designated hitter. He pitched game 2 and was what you call a tough... Did he get the loss in game? Yes, he did. Tough luck loser. He had a 2-run homer, though. All right, Hunter deals to Drysdale. Second and third. Yankees will play for the out. Here's the pitch to Double D, Don Drysdale. 0-9. Don Drysdale on the 0-9 singles. Don Drysdale's going to knock in another run. Unbelievable. He is a hitting machine, Double D. So that's a 0-9, and that's a single to center. Trotting in from third is Ron Fairley. Gilliam is a moderate runner. 0-9. And he will hold up at third, indicated by the 9 on the white die. But Don Drysdale knocks in a run. He's knocked in 3 in this series. That's his 3rd hit in the series. At least someone can hit on this freaking Dodgers team. So it's 1-0, and let's use our newfangled scoreboard. Let's use the scoreboard. That's why we have it. So it's 1-0 Dodgers. First and third, Fairley scores. Gilliam stands at third. The Dodgers look to do business here. They need to win to stay in. Hunter will now face Lou B. Johnson. Double play gets him out of the inning. Yankees playing for 2. The pitch to Lou B. Johnson. He reaches safely 0 through 31, and that's a 3. And my God, they're hitting. Catfish is fooling no one. That's a 0-8, and that's a double. That's a double. So another double on the 0-8. And again, it is struck to center over Rivers' head. And by the time he chases it down, trotting in from third is Gilliam. Drysdale's a slow runner, so he'll go first to third on the double. And Johnson now stands at second base, and it's 2-0 Dodgers. They brought their hit bats today because they don't want to see the broom sweep them out of this tournament, out of the series. So Drysdale at third, and he is ecstatic. And that's Lou B. Johnson as we move the whole freaking thing here. Hold on. Let's make sure it's all in camera vision. I just moved the field. All right, let's just fix this up here. Whoop. There we go. All right, back to the ball game. As a little field maintenance was going on. 2-0 Dodgers. Let's go back to our handy-dandy scoreboard. And as you see, it's now 2-0 Dodgers, top of the first. So here's Wes Parker, 1 out, second and third. And again, they'll play for the out. They'll give up the run. Hunter, he's ready. He rocks and deals to Wes Parker. It's a 2, and the hit parade continues. That's a 16, and Parker reaches 0 through 33, 16, and guess what that is? That is a single to left. So Parker singles to left. Trotting in from third is Drysdale. Oh boy, those brooms have gone silent. So Parker singles. That's a 1-6. That's an even roll. Johnson is a moderate runner. He can attempt to score from second. So he's going to try to score here. He's going to take 2 bases, but that ball's hit to center. Let me make sure on that. 1-6. Left field, excuse me. Left field. So Piniella has an average arm. He's going to attempt to throw him out at the plate. Here comes Johnson. We're just going to roll the red and white die. Piniella, with an average arm, needs a 0 through 10. The throw by Sweet Lou Piniella, and that's not going to be in time. As Johnson scores, it's now 4-0 Dodgers, as Parker knocks in 2. And Catfish Hunter, whoa, how the tide of battle has turned here in Game 4. Jimmy Lefevre comes to the plate. Let's go back to our handy-dandy scoreboard. 4-0 Dodgers. And here's Jimmy Lefevre. And it might... Catfish Hunter. Let's just check the pitcher's modification here. Starter allows 5 or more runs, -1 in innings pitched. Starter allows 8 or more runs, must be removed. Billy Martin, not a happy camper in the dugout, but he wants Catfish to get out of this inning. So 4 runs have scored. Catfish struck out Wills, and then it's been a hit parade. Single, double, single, double, and another single. Drysdale's knocked in 1. Johnson's knocked in 1. And Parker's knocked in 2. And here comes Jimmy Lefevre. Does he have the fever for hits? Double play ball ends this misery for Hunter. The windup and the pitch to Jimmy Lefevre. He reaches safely 0 through 35, and that's going to be an 81. 81, right-handed pitcher. Fly ball to center field. Making the catch is Mickey Rivers. Retreating back to first is Parker, so there's 2 outs here. And we get to the number 8 batter, Willie Davis, the center fielder. He reaches safely 0 through 28. The pitch to Willie Davis. Hunter tosses up. A 57 will end the inning as it's a one-hopper back to Hunter. He tosses to Chambliss, but damage was done. The Dodgers plate 4 runs. We go to the bottom of the first, and those brooms have gone silent here, but there's a lot of game to play. Yankees lead the series 3-0 in the best of 7, but the Dodgers put 4 up in the top of the first as they don't want to go back home to La La Land just yet. Due up for the Yankees, Rivers, Randolph, and Otto Velez. If anyone gets on, the Yankee captain, Thurman Munson. Pearson 007, how the heck you doing? Strat Baseball History, Catfish setting them up for the big comeback later. Drysdale. I don't know what kind of underwear he's wearing, my friend. I don't ask those personal questions. To each their own. We go to the bottom of the first. 4-0 Dodgers. And it's Sandy Koufax. Koufax, A-grade pitcher the first 2 times through the lineup, then an A+ the rest of the game. He's good for 8 innings. Koufax needs a big effort here. No decision in Game 1. They'll face Mickey Rivers. Against lefties, Rivers reaches safely 0 through 31. Koufax with the leg kick and the pitch to Mick the Quick. 46 to Rivers. 46. Ground ball to first. Parker has it. Tosses to Koufax. 1 down. 3-1 if you're scoring at home. That'll bring up the Yankees' second baseman, Willie Randolph. He reaches safely 0 through 37 against left-handed pitching. Roseboro sets the target. The pitch to Willie Randolph. That's a good result. That's a 0-5. A 0-5 is a double, but it's a modification, and Koufax is an A the first 2 times, so the double and an A turns into a single. So Randolph singles to left. Great job by Lou B. Johnson cutting it off before it split him and Davis in the gap. And they hold Randolph to a single. 1 out, Randolph at first. Dave Little Happy birthday, my friend. And now we will pause for a moment and say, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Dave Little. Happy birthday to you. Many happy, healthy ones to come, my friend. Sim Salabim. God bless. And we all love you. Check out Dave Little's wonderful YouTube channel. He had some wrestling on, women's wrestling, the other night. Boy, do I love that. I just like the old school wrestling. Here's Otto Velez. He reaches safely 0 through 43. Koufax looking for the double play ball. The lefty rocks and deals to Otto Velez. That's a 5, and that's a 57. He has automatic strikeouts, 55 through 60 and 77. Big swing and a miss on the curve. So Koufax gets his first K, 2 down, 2 down. As Otto Velez takes that turn back to the dugout. And here comes the Yankee captain, Thurman Munson. Munson against lefties reaches safely 0 through 31. Koufax peers in. The pitch to the Yankee captain Munson. And that's going to be a 67. 67 on the Munson card. Ground ball to third. That will end the inning. As up with it is Gilliam. He fires to Parker. And the side is retired. Let's just do a double check. And that is a 67. And yep, ground ball to third. So Koufax puts up the goose egg. That's what you want the doctor to do. We're through 1, and it is 4-0 Dodgers as we go to our handy-dandy news scoreboard, brought to you by Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Let's see if we don't move the whole field now. All right, due up in the top of the second, Roseboro. Then the top of the order for the Dodgers, Wills and Fairley. You could see Billy Martin going over talking to Jim Catfish Hunter in the dugout, telling, settle in. Settle in. A stern word to the Catfish. Then a pat on the back. So Hunter back up on the mound. Here comes Johnny Roseboro, the catcher. He's actually hit pretty decent in this series. He reaches safely 0 through 31 against right-handed pitching. The Catfish deals to Roseboro. 83. Oh, wrong color, but still an 83. 83 as Roseboro strikes the ball to center. Mickey Rivers going back, and this time he's not burned. He reaches up and he makes the catch, 1 down. So Roseboro is retired, and here comes the top of the order, Maury Wills, as Hunter started off the game in style. He struck out the speedy Maury Wills. Wills 0 for 1. He awaits the Hunter offering. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 72 to Maury Wills. And Wills sends it out to right. Otto Velez is there, and he makes the catch, 2 away. So a much better inning so far, as Billy Martin and the Yankee fans keep their fingers crossed. Catfish Hunter looking for a 1-2-3 inning. He has to face Ron Fairley. Fairley's 1 for 1. He singled and scored. Fairley, left-handed batter. Hunter nods his head. Healy sets the target. The pitch to Fairley. And that's going to end the... Oh, an 88. That's an 88, and that will be a defense modification. So an 88. That ball is hit to center. Mickey Rivers. Defense modification on an 88. Positive or neutral, he makes the catch. Mickey Rivers is neutral. He makes the running catch. And the side is retired. Had he been negative, the ball would have dropped in. So, Catfish Hunter retires the Dodgers 1-2-3 here in the top of the second. We go to the bottom of the second, due up for the Yankees, Chambliss, Piniella, and Nettles. So Fairley made the last out. Again, this is Pine Tar Baseball. We're going to have a little card and dice strat coming up. I don't know today, but I think tomorrow or Tuesday we'll continue our Satchel Paige barnstorming tour with the Pittsburgh Crawfords of 1936. Up next, the Houston Astros 2019. There will be no bang drumming. I don't think it would help them against the great Satchel Paige anyway. So Chris Chambliss reaches safely against lefties 0 through 31. He has home runs 0 through 3. Koufax deals to the lefty Chambliss. And that is an 11. And that's going to be a defense check, an 11. And so that is an 11. We have to see who they hit the ball to, though. Oh, I had it flipped correctly. An 11. So now we roll to see where the balls hit, and we pray. Dodgers have a few positive fielders. You need a positive fielder here. Will's at short, and Roseboro the catcher. Let's see where the ball goes to. That's an 85. An 85 is hit out to left. And trying to make the running catch in left is Johnson, and he's a negative fielder. He makes the diving attempt. He does not come up with it. And that's going to be a single. That is a single for Chambliss. So Chambliss singles to left. A good attempt by by Johnson, but he can't get there. He smothers the ball. So the Yankees hoping to get something brewing here in the bottom of the second. Leadoff batter on, and here's Sweet Lou Piniella against left-handed pitching. He reaches safely 0 through 33. Koufax, the leg kick and the pitch to Piniella. That's a 46. 46 to Piniella. Ground ball to first. I don't think they're going to turn 2 on this. I think they only get the lead runner. Ground ball, runner on first. To first. And they're only going to get the lead runner on that. No runner on first. Hold on. Ground ball, runner on first. I'm looking at the run. Yep, they only get the lead runner. They can't turn 2, so Chambliss is out. Piniella reaches on the fielder's choice 3 to 6. So 1 out. And Pinella's at first. 4-0. Bottom of the second, Dodgers. Dodgers had a huge top of the first. And here comes Greg Nettles, lefty-lefty matchup. Nettles reaches safely 0 through 25. But you can't take him out of the lineup, that's for sure. Koufax nods his head. He rocks and deals to Greg Nettles. That's a 6. That's a 0-5. And that is a double, but he's an A pitcher, so that's going to turn into a single. We've already seen this. So the double against the A as a 0-5 is a derivative of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, up to 50. And that turns into a single. So Piniella, and that's a 0-5. That's an odd roll. And Piniella goes station to station. So 1 out, 2 on. So Nettles singles off the great lefty, Sandy Koufax. And if Fred Stanley can get a hit, Healy's on deck. Koufax has to stop this run right here. 1 out, 2 on. Fred Stanley against lefties reaches 0 through 31. The pitch to Fred Chicken Stanley. Koufax fires in. Oh, my Lord. So Koufax, that's going to be a 10. And that's a single. But again, the A is going to make that into a walk. Had he been... Yep. So bases are juiced. But first base is occupied. It cannot be a walk, so it's a 2-0 count because that's where the pitching grade comes in. So 2-0 count. Fred Stanley digs in again. Koufax rocks and deals to Fred Chicken Stanley. That's a 6, and it gets even better. Again, this is a 10. And this time it is a walk. 4 straight balls to Stanley as a single turns into the walk, and the bases are juiced. Yankees right back in it. Piniella goes to third. Nettles goes to second. And a very good at-bat by Fred Chicken Stanley. And here comes Fran Healy. Not in there because of his bat. He's in there because of his defensive arm, minus 14. Healy reaches safely, though, 0 through 33. With one out, he's going to swing away. Koufax needs the K. Roseboro sets the target. The pitch to Fran Healy. Yankees down 4-0. And that's a 1. So that's a 35. Swing and a miss. Oh, boy. He just blows the fastball by him. Sandy needed that. 2 outs, bases juice. Second strikeout for Koufax. Top of the order, Mick the Quick, Mickey Rivers. 4-0 Dodgers. Koufax takes a deep breath. Rivers grounded out to first. He's 0 for 1. Koufax. He's ready. He deals to Mick the Quick. 28 for Mickey Rivers. 28 is a single, so Mickey Rivers gets a clutch hit. That is a single. Trotting in from third is Piniella. Nettles is a slow runner. That's a 28. And so the bases are still juiced. But an RBI for Mickey Rivers. The Yankees get on the board. It's now 4-1. Nettles goes to third. Stanley goes to second. And Mickey Rivers is at first. So Koufax on the ropes. And here comes Willie Randolph. So the Yankees are on the board here in the bottom of the second. 4-1 Dodgers. Willie Randolph singled his first time up. He got robbed of a double due to the pitcher's grade. And a nice play by the left fielder. So 2 outs, 4-1, bases juiced. Randolph digs in the right-hander's batter's box. The pitch from Sandy Koufax. A 2. And that's a 25, so it's a derivative of 5. So let's see what 25 is. A walk. He's an A-grade pitcher. A walk turns into a strikeout. And the side is retired. So Sandy Koufax strikes out 2 in the inning. He does give up a run, though. Yankees squander a major opportunity there by only picking up 1. We go to the top of the third. 4-1 Dodgers. 4-1 Dodgers. Wow. The Yankees almost got back in it, but Koufax came up huge. Due up for the Dodgers, Gilliam, Drysdale, and Lou B. Johnson to face Jim Catfish Hunter. So Hunter back up on the bump. Gilliam doubled and scored. He's 1 for 1. The pitch to Jim Gilliam. Man, the hit parade continues for both these teams. That's an 18. An 18 is a single. Single to left for Gilliam. He's 2 for 2. He needs a triple and a homer for the cycle. Martin goes to the phone as the Yankees get some bullpen action. And here comes Don Drysdale, the designated hitter. He's knocked in 3 runs in this series. He has homered. He has singled twice and knocked in 3. 4-1 Dodgers. Drysdale, double D, digs in, ready to grip and rip. Tee it high and let it fly. The leg kick and the pitch from Hunter. That is a 1. And that's not going to get it done this time for double D Don Drysdale. That's a 60. And a 60 is going to be a ground ball to first. I believe this is a double play ball. Ground ball to first. They're going to turn 2 as it goes 3-6 to 3. So Chambliss to Stanley, back to Chambliss, and there are 2 outs and the bases are empty. So Drysdale hit the ball very hard, 1 hopper to Chambliss, who throws to Stanley, back to Chambliss. 2 outs, bases empty for Lou B. Johnson. He doubled in a run and scored. Healy goes through the signs. Hunter nods his head. He rocks and deals to Lou B. Johnson. That's a 0-5. 0-5 to Johnson. 0-5 double. And that's a C-grade pitcher. This is not going to turn out well for Catfish Hunter. So we have a double C-grade. And that ball is gone! Lou B. Johnson has just jacked it out on the 0-5 as he sends it down to right, that short porch in right, and bye-bye birdie. Lou B. Johnson goes the other way as he sat on the breaking pitch, and let's double check. 0-5 against righties is a double. Hunter, it's a derivative of 5. Hunter is a C grade. We go to the chart. A double, C through G, turns into a homer. So Catfish Hunter is being pummeled, and that is a home run for Lou B. Johnson. Lucky they had that double play ball. And it is now 5-1 Dodgers. They get that run right. Oops. They get that run right back on the Johnson homer. And at the ballpark, the other birthday boy, Dave Gardner. So we pause for a moment as Parker has something in his eye. Happy birthday to Dave Gardner. Happy birthday to Dave Gardner. Happy birthday to Dave Gardner. Happy birthday to you. Many happy, healthy ones to come, my friend. Sim Salabin. God bless and all good things to you. Check out Dave Gardner's YouTube channel, Digital to Dice Facebook page, and hockeytournaments.com. So 2 birthday boys. Where's ID Gesture? He has a birthday, doesn't he? All right, Dave Little and Dave Gardner. Happy birthday to both. Philip Reynolds is at the ballpark. So here's Wes Parker. 5-1 Dodgers. Parker singled in 2 runs. Hunter has given up 5 runs, so his pitching now goes to his maximum innings pitched goes down to 7 innings now, as he has not been good. The pitch to Wes Parker, 2 outs, 5-1 Dodgers. That's a 1. That will end the inning. That's an 86. Parker hits the ball out to center. Rivers will make the catch, but the Dodgers put up a number in the top of the 3rd, and it's 5-1. We go to the bottom of the 3rd, due up for the Yankees. Velez, Munson, and Chambliss. If you're just joining us, they had bases loaded. They only got 1 run in as Koufax struck out Healy. Then the single by Rivers knocked in a run, and then he struck out Randolph. Koufax has struck out 3. So Parker is out. Bottom of the 3rd, 5-1 Dodgers. And Sandy Koufax back up on the bump. Otto Velez was a strikeout victim. Here's the pitch to Otto. Koufax tosses up a 24 to Otto Velez, a 24, and that is a walk. First base is not occupied, so it is a walk. So Velez is at first, and here comes the Yankee captain, Thurman Munson. Munson grounded to 3rd. Koufax again with the high leg kick and the pitch to the Yankee captain. That's a 1. That's a 62. A 62. This could be a double play ball here. 62. Hard hit ball to 3rd. Runner at first. Ball hit to 3rd. That's a double play ball. That's going to go 5-4 to 3. And just like that, the bases are empty. Double play. So there's 2 outs, as that was Gilliam to Lefevre to Parker. So Munson beats the curveball into the dirt, a hard one-hopper to Gilliam. Then turns 2. Oops. That's Jimmy Lefevre. This is Munson. That will bring up Chris Chambliss. Chambliss singled. He's 1 for 1. Forced out in a fielder's choice. Here's the pitch by Sandy Koufax. 61 to Chambliss. 61. Ground ball to short. Wills fires to Parker, and the side is retired. We're through 3 here in the Bronx. The sweep not looking good for the Yankees. They're up 3-0 in the series. And it's 5-1 Dodgers as we go to the top of the 4th. Scoreboard brought to you by Al Red Sox Fan. All right, so Chambliss makes the out there. As I keep knocking the field, I apologize for that. There we go. Hunter. I don't know if I want to waste bullpen yet. 5-1. They're down 4. They're going to let Hunter go because you really don't want to screw around with your bullpen. You're down 4. And odds are you're going to lose this game. But, you know, I play it the same way for both teams. So Hunter will face Lefevre, Davis, and Roseboro. And now because he's given up 5 runs, he can only go 7 innings. Here's Jimmy Lefevre. Lefevre's 0 for 1. He flew out to center. The pitch from Catfish Hunter. 73. What will it be? We shall see on the 73. Fly ball to right. Otto Velez will make the catch. 1 down. Big Clue is at the ballpark. Hope all is well. Willie Davis steps to the plate. Grounded to the pitcher. Healy sets a target. The pitch to Davis. Hunter fires in. A 15, that's a derivative of 5. That's never good for a C-grade pitcher usually. So a 15 is a single, and he's a C-grade pitcher. This is going to turn into a double. So another double for the Dodgers, as Catfish Hunter just is not doing bueno at all. Martin just wants Catfish to eat up some innings here, it looks like. So Davis is at second. 1 out. And here comes Johnny Roseboro, the catcher. He flew out to center. The pitch to Roseboro. Hunter tosses up an 82. Roseboro swings at the breaking pitch. 82. He lofts it out to center. Coming in is Mick the Quick. Rivers makes the catch. 2 down. Retreating back to second is Davis. He didn't go far from the bag. Second time Roseboro's flown out to center. Top of the order, Maury Wills. He's struck out and flown to right. He's 0 for 2. Hunter deals to Maury Wills. That's going to be a 68. That will end the inning as Wills hits the ball to third. Nettles throws to Chambliss, and the side is retired. Scoring at home, 5-3. We go to the bottom of the 4th, 5-1 Dodgers. Due up for the Yankees, Piniella, Nettles, and Stanley to face Sandy Koufax. Koufax back up on his perch. A true bird of prey, Sandy Koufax. One of my all-time favorites. So here's Piniella. He's reached on a fielder's choice and scored the only run on the 2-out single by Mickey Rivers. The pitch to Sweet Lou. That's a 6, and that's going to be a 61. Again, wrong color die, but it's still a 61. 61 to Piniella. Piniella hits the ball. Bounding ball to third, excuse me. Up with it is Gilliam. He throws to first, 1 away. So Piniella grounds to Gilliam. With each out, Billy Martin is just cringing in the dugout. Here's Greg Nettles. He's singled. He's 1 for 1. Lefty-lefty matchup. Roseboro goes through the signs. Koufax nods his head. The leg kick and the pitch to Greg Nettles. That's a 33. A 33 against a lefty. Swing and a miss. So Koufax strikes out Nettles, 2 down. And that's the 4th strikeout for Sandy Koufax. Looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Here comes Fred Chicken Stanley. He walked. He battled Koufax for a walk. The pitch to Stanley. Koufax fires in. a 66. You get your kicks on Route 66. That's a defensive modification. And that's hit the third. That ball's hit the third. Flip the chart. Third baseman Gilliam's a neutral fielder. He makes the backhanded play, throws low, scooped out of the dirt by Parker, and 1-2-3 go the Yankees. Had he been negative, it would have been a base hit. We're through 4, 5-1 Dodgers. We go to the top of the 5th. Due up for the 1965 Dodgers, Fairley, Gilliam, and Don Drysdale, double D. Drysdale, the designated hitter. Why? Because we can. And if you looked at this horrific offense that the Dodgers have, you would make him a designated hitter. One you can. All right. Once again, to the scoreboard. 5-1 Dodgers, top of the 5th. And Hunter back up on the bump. We're going to try to get him through 7 before we go to the bullpen. Here comes Ron Fairley. He's 1 for 2. He's singled and flown to center. The pitch to Fairley. Hunter, that is a 40. A 40, swing and a miss. Strikeout, C-grade pitcher. Oh, God, I hope it doesn't change him. I'm going to feel bad if it changes. Strikeout should still be a strikeout, I hope. Strikeout is still a strikeout. Good news for Catfish Hunter, as his pitching grade has hurt him tremendously. And that's a second strikeout for the Fish. Here comes Jim Gilliam. Gilliam is 2 for 2. He's doubled, scored, and singled. Healy sets the target. The pitch to Gilliam. That's a leaner. Reroll that. That's a 6. And that's going to be a 45. His fumble fingers knocked that. 45 is a ground ball to first. So a ground out stays a ground out. So fielding it is Chambliss. He waves off Hunter. And that's 2 away. So Hunter's settled in, but it could be a little too late. And here comes Double D, Don Drysdale. The fans, even though it's the Bronx, rise. Drysdale has 3 hits in this series and has knocked in 3 runs, including a homer back in La La Land when he crushed a shot. Drysdale singled with a ribby and banged into a double play. He swings. He doesn't get cheated with his swings. He's up there hacking. He's ready to grip and rip. Here's the pitch of Double D, Don Drysdale. That's a 3. That's a 39. Drysdale, swing and a miss as he was swinging for the fences, and the side is retired. Catfish Hunter strikes out 2 in the top of the 5th. Dodgers go scoreless. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 5-1 Los Angeles. Due up for the Yankees, Healy, then the top of the order, Rivers and Randolph. To face Sandy Koufax. Koufax has struck out 1, 2, 3, 4 so far. Healy was one of those strikeout victims. He's 0 for 1. Roseboro sets the target. The pitch to his counterpart, Fran Healy. That's a 34 to Fran Healy against the lefty. Swing and a miss. He got him again. With the curveball, Roseboro applies the tag. The ball must have hit the dirt, and that is strikeout number 5 for Sandy the K Koufax. Alan Shaw, how you doing, my friend? He had a live video that I missed, but I liked it. I'm going to go back and watch. He was just testing it, I think. It was like 3 to 5 minutes, I think. And so check out our good friend Alan Shaw. Hope all is well across the pond, my friend. Top of the order, Mickey Rivers. He's 1 for 2. He's grounded to first and singled in the only Yankee run. The pitch to Mick the Quick from Koufax. And that is a 93. What will it be? We shall see on the 93. 93 fly ball to left, going back towards the line. Making the catch is Lou B. Johnson. And that's 2 away. So Koufax is dealing. Had a little control issue. Yankees, remember, had bases juiced back in the 2nd when they tried to rally here. But they only got 1 as Koufax struck out 2 when he needed it. So 2 outs, bases empty. And did I grab the wrong guy again? I did. I keep grabbing from the Dodgers pile. So Rivers is retired. And I'll bring up Willie Randolph. Randolph is singled and struck out. The pitch to the Yankee second baseman. Koufax fires in a 98. And this will be a range play or error. This will be an error check, 98. So let's roll the red die and see where it goes to. 83 for the Dodgers. 83 is the left fielder. And that is Lubie Johnson. His error rating is a 3, so 3 and under. He commits the error. It's a 5, no error. He makes the running catch. And the side is retired. 2 nice plays by Lubie Johnson. 1, 2, 3 go the Yankees. We go to the top of the 6th. 5-1 Dodgers. Scoreboard brought to you by Al Red Sox Fan. My little creation. 5-1 Dodgers. They're down 3-0 in the series. They must win to stay in. That is their motto. They cannot lose one more game. And Catfish Hunter, really a bad first inning. 4 runs in the first. Has settled in. He's only given up 1 since. That was the homer to Lubie Johnson, who leads off the inning. Johnson has doubled in a run and homered. He's 2 for 2, knocking into. Hunter looking to retire Johnson for the first time. Here's the pitch to Lubie Johnson. And he's not going to do it on the 24. A 24 is a single. Johnson's 3 for 3 as he singles to center. Johnson a hitting machine today. Now he just needs the triple for the cycle. And we don't want to go to the bullpen in a game that looks like a lost cause. We want to get Hunter through 7, and then we'll mix and match in the bullpen. That could all change if the Yankees rally. Now I'll bring up Wes Parker. He's singled in a run, and he's flown to center. He's 1 for 2. Here's the pitch to Wes Parker. Hunter fires in a 94. 94. Fly ball to left. That's going to be out number 1. Johnson will retreat back to first. Making the catch was Piniella. Parker's now 1 for 3. Here comes Jimmy Lefevre, Dodgers second baseman. He's 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. Healy wiggles the fingers. Hunter nods his head. The pitch to Lefevre, and that's a 76 to Jimmy Lefevre. 76. Fly ball to Otto Velez in right. He camps. He makes the catch. 2 away. Johnson will be off on contact now with 2 outs. G is in the chat. Hope all is well. Thank you for joining us. And there's Willie Davis. Davis has grounded to the pitcher and doubled. Johnson's at first. Hunter looks to first. Now in at the plate. The pitch to Willie Davis. 48. 48, ground ball, second base. Randolph's up with it, throws to Chambliss, and the side is retired. The leadoff single doesn't hurt. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 5-1 Dodgers. Dodgers trail in the series 3-0. Again, they must win to stay in. Due up for the Yankees in the bottom of the 6th. Velez, Munson, and Chambliss. If anyone gets on, Sweet Lou Piniella. Davis makes the last out. Alrighty. Koufax back up on the mound. He has struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's given up 1 run. He had that hiccup inning where they had the bases loaded in the bottom of the 2nd, but he only gave up 1 run. He struck out 2. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. 5-1 Dodgers. And here's Otto Velez. Velez has struck out and walked. The pitch from Sandy Koufax to Otto Velez. That is a 13, and that's not going to be lucky for Sandy Koufax. 13 is a single, so Otto Velez singles to right. He sat back on the curveball, went the other way. Velez now 1 for 2. Billy Martin saying that a boy. Trying to rev up his team here. Here comes a Yankee captain, one of Martin's favorites, Thurman Munson. Munson's 0 for 2. He's grounded to third and banged into a double play. Munson awaits the Koufax offering. Here it is, and it's going to be a 28. A 28 is a walk, but first base is occupied. And Koufax, now the third time through the lineup. The third time through the lineup, he is an A-plus pitcher. His grade goes up. So 2-0 count. And Catfish Hunter's a C all the way through until he comes out of the game. Doesn't matter. 2-0 count. Velez takes his lead. Koufax rocks and fires to the Yankee captain one more time. That's a 5. That's an 11. And that's going to be a defensive modification check. So an 11. We have to roll to see who this ball's hit to. Red and white die. 35. 35. We need a positive to steal the hit. 35. And that ball is hit to the second baseman. And Lefevre is neutral, so that's a single to right. You need a positive to steal the base hit. So back-to-back hits. 36. Velez is a moderate runner, and he's going to go first to third, as the 36 is an even roll. So Velez goes first to third, and here come the Yankees. No outs, runners on the corners. And they've got Koufax in a pickle once again. Hello, Aaron Sheelan. How you doing, my friend? Check out that channel. He's doing a Cubs like GM replay using Out of the Ballpark. He's also doing some other fun stuff, so check out Aaron Sheelan. I got to catch up on a lot of videos with a lot of people. I try to watch as much as possible. And he likes the scoreboard. Thank you. Aaron, you would have been proud of me. I did a boxing match last night, and Nurse Teresa's not feeling well. I've been taking care of her. And something really exciting happened, and I was like, I can't scream and I can't yell. So here we go. Runners on the corners, no outs. Chris Chambliss against Sandy Koufax. He's 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded to short. They'll give up the run for the double play ball. The pitch from Sandy K to Chris Chambliss. It's a 2, and that's a 70. A 70, and that's going to be an out. That's a fly ball to right. So that's an out. Tagging up is Velez, and the ball's hit to right field, so he scores if it's a 65 or under, red and white die. He holds anything above a 65, but is out 77, 88, and 99. Yankees looking for their second run. Here's the throw. It is an 89. So he's not going to score. I just want to double, and he holds. Wow, horrible luck. Horrible luck for the Yankees. 0 through 65. At least I didn't roll an 88 or a 99 or a 77. So Velez holds at third, 1 away. So making the catch in right, a good catch coming in, was Fairley. He set himself up quite nicely and fires it back in. Yankees didn't want to take a chance. So 1 out, and now here comes Sweet Lou Piniella. Could this be another mega squander? Yes, Aaron's channel is, it's not this one, because I stumbled across it when I was looking at some stuff. It's Around the World Sports. So, and Aaron's actually a sports announcer. He's actually quite good. So, check him out. All right, so here comes Piniella. Runners on the corners. Koufax looking for the K. The pitch to Sweet Lou Piniella. That's a 1, and Piniella gets a 0-6. 0-6 is a single, so Piniella comes through in the clutch. And that is a ball hit to left. Trotting in from third is Velez. 0-6. Munson is a moderate runner. Even, and he goes first to third. He read that ball well. As that goes into the corner a bit, towards the line, Munson takes advantage of it. So he goes first to third. And here come the Yankees. It's now 5-2 as Piniella knocks in a run. And Piniella is now 1 for 3. First and third, 1 out. So Velez scored. Munson goes to third. Pinella's at first. And here comes Greg Nettles. Nettles has singled and struck out. Again, Yankees not going down quietly into the night. Here in the bottom of the 6th, double play ball gets Koufax out of it. He takes a deep breath. The leg kick and the pitch to Greg Nettles. That's a 1. That's a 0-4. And Nettles will double. So Greg Nettles doubles. Koufax gives up the double, and that's not a derivative of 5. So that is a double. Munson trots in from third. Piniella on the even roll. He can try to score, so that's a double. 0-4. A double to left. Fairley has a weak arm. They're going to send him. Fairley has a weak arm. So Fairley has a weak arm. They're waving Lou Piniella, trying to get closer. And he needs a... Let me just make sure. Fairley, I want to make sure I'm seeing this right. He has a weak arm. 0-5. Here's the throw. Not in time. It's up the line. Roseboro grabs it to prevent any further advancement on bases. So Piniella scores. That's 2 ribbies for Nettles. The Yankees have now plated 3 in this inning. It is 5-4, and the Yankees bullpen gets very active now. They're back in the ball game. Nettles stands at second, clapping. He knocks in 2. 5-4, and what looked to be a sure thing with Koufax on the mounds turned into a hit parade for both teams. And now we're definitely going to take out Catfish Hunter, I think. Here's Fred Chicken Stanley. And if Koufax gives up one more run, he loses a maximum inning pitch to 7. The pitch to Stanley, he's 0 for 1. He's walked and grounded to third, and that's a 4. And that's going to be a 12 for Stanley against a lefty, and that is a single. So Fred Chicken Stanley singles, and that is a 12. They're going to wave Nettles. Oh, he's a slow runner, though. He's a slow runner. He can. So let's see. He cannot score on a single. Can he score on a single if he's a slow runner? That is an even number. Nope. He holds at third. He's a slow runner. Tying run 90 feet away. What a ball game here. Yankees, those brooms come back out. Nettles at third, Stanley at first. Remember, Munson is DHing. We're not going to pitch hit for Healy, the catcher. He struck out twice. If we did, we'd lose the DH. Though the pitcher would hit ninth, and we have plenty of batters. 5-4. Healy reaches 0-33. You know what? They're going to let Healy swing. Here's a pitch from Koufax. Moment of truth. 5-4. Can the Dodgers hold on to the lead? The pitch to Fran Healy. And they will. That's a 42. A 42. Swing and a miss. And it wouldn't have really... It's an out pretty much on anyone's card anyway. And Healy has a trifecta you don't want. But the Yankees plate 3. We go to the top of the 7th. It's a whole new ball game. 5-4. Martin is cheering everyone on, saying, come on, fellas, we can do this. We're the Bronx Bombers. We're in the house that Ruth built. Yankees plate 3. We go to the top of the 7th. 5-4. So Healy made the last out. What a ball game here, folks. What a ball game in the Bronx. 5-4. As the Dodgers fighting for their playoff lives, or tournament lives, in this best-of-7 series. And it's Johnny Roseboro, Maury Wills, and Ron Fairley. And I think I think now it's a 5-4 game. I think we take Hunter out. Dick Tidrow's still eligible to pitch. Then if we use him tomorrow, actually that's fine because there's an off day. Grant Jackson hasn't. We're going to go with Grant Jackson. He's an A-plus pitcher away and home. And he can pitch for 2 innings. And here comes Grant Jackson. And he's a lefty. So it's Sparky Lyle. Has automatic walks. We're going to go Grant Jackson here. So Grant Jackson will come in relief of Catfish Hunter, who again, that horrific first inning when he gave up 4 runs, that's the difference there. As it's 5-4 Dodgers, Yankees have rallied back. So that's it. Let's go to a different color for Grant Jackson. My dyslexia is not good today. Keep inverting. So it's Grant Jackson. So Catfish Hunter is done. He went 6 innings, gave up 5 runs. They were all earned. And he struck out 3. He struck out 3. He can lose it. He can't win it. But he kept him in the ball game. And here comes Grant Jackson again. A-plus pitcher for 2 innings out of the bullpen. Yankees have a fun pitching staff in this game. And again, I'm not a Yankee fan, far from it, but I do love Billy Martin. As I have stated many a time, I wish Billy Martin had managed my beloved Red Sox. All right, here's Johnny Roseboro. Dodgers clinging to a 1-run lead. Roseboro against lefties only reaches 0 through 19, but he has a -8 arm. They're going to keep him in there. Here's the pitch from Jackson to Roseboro. That's a 3. That's an 89. And 89 is a fly ball to center, and that will be out number 1. Making the catch is Mickey Rivers. And that's the 3rd time he's flown out to Rivers. Johnny Roseboro. Top of the order, Maury Wills. Jackson works quickly to Maury Wills, who's 0 for 3, including a strikeout. And that's going to be 63. 63 as Wills reaches safely 0 through 34 against lefties. 63. Ground ball to short. Stanley throws to Chambliss, 2 away. Maury Wills now 0 for 4. So the Yankees hang around, and they get something done. They're trailing by 1. 2 outs, top of the 7th. 5-4 Dodgers. Here's Ron Fairley. He is 1 for 3. Singled and scored, flown to center and struck out. Jackson picks up the sign from Healy. He rocks and fires to Ron Fairley. 17 to Ron Fairley. Single, but he's an A-plus pitcher. This is a strikeout. Swing and a miss, and the side is retired as he blows the fastball right by Ron Fairley. And again, A-plus pitcher, a single turns into a strikeout. You love those A-pluses. They're fun when they pop up. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Dodgers cling to a 5-4 lead. Yankees got 3 in the bottom of the 6th to pull to within 1. Due up for the Yankees to face Koufax. Top of the order, Mickey Rivers, Willie Randolph, and Otto Velez. And Koufax will stay in. He's actually an A-plus pitcher now. But you have to get the derivative of 5 to get that modification. Did I mess that up? Hold on a second. Hold on. 17. Hold on. I got excited with the thing. Hold on. I might have messed that up. Bear with me a moment. 17. Single. It is a single. The inning's not over. That's my faux pas. That is not a derivative of 5. I got too excited about the whole strikeout thing. Let's go back. I apologize for that. That is a single. So a 2-out single Fairley's at first, and here comes Jim Gilliam. Gilliam has doubled and scored, singled, and grounded to first. You only use the modification for the pitcher on 0 through 50 on derivatives of 5. So that was my fault. I apologize for that. I knew that didn't sound right. Here we go. The pitch from Jackson to Gilliam. That's a 6, and that will end the inning. That's a 97. Line shot, and Chambliss makes a great stab, and the side is now officially retired. On the 97, line out to first, and I like to call it a great play. So now they're officially retired, and we go to the bottom of the 7th. Yankees trail 5-4. Because the pitcher modification comes in, again, 0 through 50 on derivatives of 5. All right, so Koufax back up on the bump. We catch the green die as it tries to escape. Top of the order, Rivers, Randolph, and Velez. Yankees trail by 1. Mickey Rivers is 1 for 3. He's singled in a run. He's grounded out and flown out. The pitch from Koufax to Mick the Quick. That's a 6, and that's going to be a 59. A 59 is a strikeout, as he has automatic strikeouts, Sandy, 55 through 60 and 77. So Koufax gets another K, and that's 1 down. He's now struck out 7. A-plus pitcher. And as long as he does not give up another run, he can go 8. Here's Willie Randolph. Randolph is 1 for 3. He, too, is singled, struck out, and flown out. Koufax deals to Willie Randolph, the Yankee second baseman. That's a 1. That's a 46 against a lefty. 46. Ground ball to first. Parker tosses to Koufax, 2 away. So Koufax bearing down here as Randolph's retired 3-1. Yeah, the Wolverine. Yeah, they do the draft day. That's a fun game. I played some of the basketball before. It's a fun game. MJ, how you doing? Thank you for joining us. They do, Out of the Ballpark has hockey. It's not as good as the baseball, and God forbid you question them on it. They get very pissy. I asked, why don't they have animation? You can't just do that. Sure you can. You have it in the baseball game. Crystal Perry. Allen for the win. As we're playing a little tic-tac. Was that tic-tac-toe? No, that was Hollywood Squares. All right, 2 outs. Here's Otto Velez. He's struck out, walked, and singled. He scored a run. Koufax looking for the 1-2-3 inning here in the bottom of the 7th. The Yankees down 5-4. The pitch to Otto Velez. Koufax fires in an 88, which will be a defense modification. So an 88, let's flip the chart. Velez on the 88 hits the ball to the center fielder. Oh, boy. And he's negative. I'm almost positive of it. No, he's neutral. It's Lou B. Johnson who's negative. Davis is neutral. He'll make the running catch, and the side is retired. If it was a negative fielder, it would have dropped in. So Sandy Koufax, after giving up 3 in the bottom of the 6th, throws up a goose egg in the bottom of the 7th, and the Dodgers maintain that 1-run lead as we go to the top of the 8th. 5-4 Dodgers. They must win to stay in as they're down 3-0 in this best-of-7 series. No, the hockey, I like Action PC hockey better. That's just me. I played a little, I think it's called Hockey Manager. If Dave Gardner's in, he's the hockey guru. It's a fun game, and you can now. The reason why I bought it was on sale months ago. I didn't get is it the new one or the last version? I don't remember. But you can play teams from different eras. I like to do that for ha-has. It's a text-based game. So you just sit there and read, and I can visualize it, so I don't mind. I mean, it's probably fun to play in GM mode, but I'm not that astute with hockey. I'm probably not that astute with baseball either. But I'm a little more astute with baseball and football than hockey. So we go to the top of the order, and Grant Jackson back up on the bump. This is his 2nd inning of work. And if he pitches this inning, the full inning, he will not be eligible in Game 6. In Game 5, excuse me. This is Game 4. So it's Drysdale, Johnson, and Parker. We're going to keep Grant Jackson in. Don Drysdale has singled in a run, banged into a double play, and struck out. Here's the pitch to Double D, Don Drysdale. 5-4 Dodgers. That's a 2. So that's going to be a 76. Drysdale hits the ball out to right. Velez will make the catch as he drives him back towards the track. Drysdale really doesn't get robbed on his swings. So that's a deep fly out to right. 1 down. Grant Jackson now faced Lou B. Johnson. Johnson has doubled in a run and homered. And he's singled. He's a triple away from the cycle. He's 3 for 3 with 2 ribbies. The pitch from Jackson to Lou B. Johnson. That's a 6. That's a 5. So that's going to be a 76 against a left-handed pitcher. They're finally going to retire Johnson as he flies out to Otto Velez. So 2 fly balls to right, 2 outs. And now do we want to yank Grant Jackson to have him available in Game 5? As we're in the top of the 8th, and I think that's what we'll do. We will go, so he'll be eligible for Game 5 still. We'll go to Sparky Lyle, who has automatic walks on 55 and 77. So Grant Jackson does his job, keeps it a 1-run deficit, and Sparky Lyle will get the green pen. That's what I like about Pine Tar, the managing of the pitching staff. You got to play it differently. You might say they wouldn't have done that in real life. Well, in this game, you better do it or you're not going to have a chance to win. So Grant Jackson goes 1 2/3 scoreless. And gave up no runs. Didn't strike out any either. So here comes Sparky Lyle. Former Red Sox. Who did the Red Sox trade to the Yankees to get Sparky Lyle? Danny Cater? That's who we got back? What a horrible freaking trade. We got Danny Cater. Kurt Berglund, one of the creators of these teams for Pine Tar Baseball. Thank you for the visit, my friend. Any Pine Tar questions, ask Kurt Berglund. A great honor to have you in the chat watching the stream. All right, so Sparky Lyle will face Wes Parker. Lyle's a lefty. Parker reaches safely 0 through 29. 5-4 Dodgers. Dodgers playing for their series life. They're down 3-0. The pitch to Wes Parker. That's a 4, so that's going to be an 88, which will be a defensive modification. An 88 is hit to left field. The left fielder is Piniella. Pinella's neutral. He will make the catch, and the side is retired. Lou Piniella comes racing in, makes the catch knee high. Lyle gives a smile to his left fielder. And the side, as I stated, is retired. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 5-4 Dodgers. So a goose egg. Catfish Hunter, that horrible first inning, is going to come back to haunt him. That's for sure. Yankees need 2 runs to go ahead. Are you kidding me? Dave Little says, wow, Cater has the same middle name as Bucky Dent and Aaron Boone. Who knew? Oh, yeah, bleeping. He wasn't a bad player. It's just a bad trade. I mean, again, the Red Sox traded Cecil Cooper away. Fringe Hall of Famer to get Scott back. Scott had a good 77, but he was pretty much... 78 was okay, but Cecil Cooper, you shouldn't have traded away Cecil Cooper. You know. But I thought maybe they thought they had too many left-handed bats, maybe. I don't know. And it's all hindsight. It's all hindsight. Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming. How the heck are you? The creator. I got 2 creators in here. Kurt Berglund for Pine Tar Baseball and Anthony, our good friend Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming. Glory Days Boxing. What a fun game. We had a heck of a bout early this morning between Pryor and Duran. All right, so it's going to be Munson, Chambliss, and Piniella. And Koufax, this will be his last inning of work, and we're going to pitch him. He's an A-plus pitcher. Munson 5-4 Dodgers. They must win to stay in. Munson has grounded out, banged into a double play, singled and scored. He's 1 for 3. Here's the pitch to the Yankee captain, Thurman Munson. That's a 2, and that is a 59, and that's a strikeout. So Sandy Koufax strikes out Thurman Munson. And Sandy they trust. That's K number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Ks for Sandy the K Koufax. Here comes Chris Chambliss. Chambliss has singled, grounded out, and flown out. Lefty-lefty matchup. Koufax is ready to work. Once again into the breach goes the pitch. That's a 6. So that's a 75. A 75 lefty-lefty. That's a fly ball to right. And Ron Fairley going back, reaches up, and he makes the catch. 2 away. And here comes Lou Piniella. He's reached on a fielder's choice and scored. Grounded to third, singled, in a run, and scored in that uprising in the 6th when the Yankees scored 3 runs. Thus the 5-4 lead. The Dodgers cling barely to this lead. It is Koufax versus Piniella. On deck, Greg Nettles, who's knocked in 2 runs. He's 2 for 3. Koufax, arms down to his chest. The windup and the pitch to Piniella. Can he keep the inning alive? That's a 2. He will not. That's an 88, but it will be a range play, a defense modification. 88 against the lefty. That ball is hit to left field. Oh, boy, that's left field. And the left fielder is Johnson, and he's negative. He is a negative, and he makes the dive, and it drops in for the hit. He smothers it, so Piniella clapping his hands at first with a 2-out single. Again, 88 against the lefty. The ball is hit to left. Lou B. Johnson is a negative, and that is a hit, my friends. That is a hit. So Piniella picks up his second hit. He's the tying run at first. He's a moderate runner. And here comes Greg Nettles. Nettles has dealt quite well with Koufax today. He has singled, struck out, and doubled in 2 runs. 5-4. 5-4. Can the Yankees come all the way back? Here's the pitch to the Yankee third baseman. Koufax fires in a 96. A 96. That ball's hit deep to left. Racing back is Johnson. He makes the catch and bangs into the wall. And the side is retired. The 2-out single doesn't hurt. We go to the top of the 9th. Still 5-4 Dodgers, and that's it for Koufax per Pine Tar rules. Because he gave up 4 runs, so it had to be 2 or under to try to get him through the whole game. So we go to the top of the 9th, and Sparky Lyle will try to keep it a 1-run deficit and give the Bronx Bombers a chance to win or tie it in the bottom of the 9th. Lyle has pitched a third of an inning, so he can pitch this whole inning, and he's still eligible for, if necessary, Game 5. Yankees up 3-0, looking for the sweep. Oh, Hearns killed Duran at junior middleweight. He wrecked him, knocked him out in 2, just like he did Pepino Cuevas at welterweight. Duran would never beat Tommy Hearns in a million years, ever. Just the styles aren't right. Tommy Hearns is a tremendous fighter. You know, he lost to Leonard. He lost to Hagler. Okay, then Barkley beat him twice. Once he was looking at his shoes and he winged a right hand that caught him on the chin. Then he decisioned him. The second fight against Leonard, Hearns beat Leonard in the second fight. Hearns beat Leonard in that second fight. That was BS. They robbed him of that fight at super middleweight. All right, here we go. Sparky Lyle to face Jimmy Lefevre, Willie Davis, and Johnny Roseboro. Lefevre's 0 for 3, 3 flyouts. Lyle deals to Lefevre, and the thing gets stuck in my finger. That is a 2, so that's going to be a 52. Against the lefty, 52, ground ball to first. Chambliss takes it to the bag himself. 1 down. 1 down. That's a ground out 3. Our good friend Chris from Tabletop Sports Delaware in the chat. Check out his wonderful channel. He had a very exciting game, Stratomatic of the 80s set. I'm not going to give it away. It was very exciting. And it was the Dodgers, as I dropped the pen, Dodgers and the Cardinals from the... I banged my head now. God. Tough going here. Dodgers and Cardinals from the 80s set for Strat. Here's Willie Davis. He's 1 for 3. Ground out, double, and ground out. Lyle rocks and deals. Lefty-lefty matchup. It's a 3, and that's going to be a 14 lefty-lefty, and that's a single. So Willie Davis singles. Good piece of hitting by Davis. And that is a single. Let's flip the chart to right. As Lyle's an A-plus pitcher also, but that's not a derivative of 5. So a 2-out single, and here's Johnny Roseboro. Roseboro reaches 0 through 19, but we want to keep that -8 arm in the game. 2 outs, 1 on. Another lefty-lefty matchup. Healy sets the target. The pitch to his counterpart, Johnny Roseboro. That's a 6. And, oh, my Lord, here come the Dodgers. That's a 16. And that's a walk, but first base is occupied, so it's 2-0 count. That's where the A-plus saves him. Lyle kicks and deals to Roseboro again. A 3, a 43. Ground ball to first. Chambliss tosses to Lyle, and the side is retired. The 2-out single does not hurt. We go to the bottom of the 9th. 5-4 Dodgers. Dodgers must win to stay in. Yankees come back and win. They have swept the 65 Dodgers. All right. Oops. Sandy Koufax is done. Cannot pitch. Goes his 8. He struggled, but he gets him to the 9th with a 1-run lead. And who do we go to now? Ron Peronowski. Oh, God, but you see... Yeah, he's an A-plus pitcher. You got... Oh, boy, I lost the card. And we're just having a tough time here. Card goes under the table. Thank God it didn't go under the other one. That's a pain to get out. So Ron Peronowski's going to try to come in and save this thing. He has automatic walks on 55 and 77. And he is a lefty. So they stick with that left-handed pitching. And here comes Ron Peronowski. So Koufax day is done. He went 8. Gave up 4 runs. They were all earned. He struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He struck out 8. He can only win it. He can't lose it. Here comes Ron Peronowski. I've not had luck with him in pretty much any game that I play Ron Peronowski. He's okay. He's going to face Stanley. Stanley has walked, grounded to third and singled. And by keeping a lefty in, we can't go to Oscar Gamble. Gamble had the game-winning homer in Game 1 on the road. Who do we have here? Mason. Ugh. Oh, Roy White. Roy White, 0 through 29, he reaches safely against lefties. So Stanley, 0 through 31, we'll stick with Stanley. Oh, Elliot Maddox, 0 through 33. That gives us a little better roll. You know what? I think we're going to save Maddox for Healy. Fred Stanley will stay in the game and hit. 1 for 3. The pitch from Peronowski to Stanley. Looking to close things out and finally give the Dodgers a win here. That's a 3. That's going to be a 55. And that is an automatic walk. But does that override his pitching thing, though? A+, a walk. A walk. That's a walk. It's a 55. And it's not a derivative. It's not a derivative. Excuse me. That's not a derivative because it's 0 through 50. So that's a walk. So there's where the automatic walk is a killer. That is a walk, as the derivative only goes 0 through 50. All right, don't overthink that, Al. So Stanley is on. Fred Chicken Stanley is on. He's the tying run at first. And the Dodgers getting a sinking feeling in that dugout. Stanley is a moderate runner. Do we have a fast runner? As we go back, Billy Martin, the wheels are churning. Roy White's a moderate runner. Mason, May, Alomar, Gamble. I don't think we have a fast runner. Locklear, excuse me. Maddox. Elliot Maddox is a fast runner. Elliot Maddox is a fast runner. Healy's going to bunt. 89 sacrifice hit chance. He's going to lay it down. So Tovar. Actually, you know what? We can go with Tovar. We're not going to use him to pinch hit anyway. Maddox, we might. Cesar Tovar will come in to pinch run for Fred Chicken Stanley. So Stanley is done. And let's just... So we have a pinch runner. Cesar Tovar. Will run for Fred Chicken Stanley as he walks to lead off the bottom of the ninth. Stanley is done. Tovar is at first. He's the tying run. Healy's going to bunt. 0 through 89. And that's a 0-3. The bunt is successful. And that will move the runner over. Zero 3 fielded by the first baseman. So Parker fields it, throws it to Lefevre on the wheel play. And there's one out. And Tovar advances to second. So that goes 3-4. Sack, bunt. Tying runs at second base. Top of the order. Mickey Rivers, lefty-lefty matchup. Rivers, 1 for 4. He's knocked in a run with a single. He's grounded out, flown out, and struck out. Peranowski nods his head, the leg kick, and the pitch to Mick the Quick. Lefty-lefty matchup. 5, so that's going to be an 86. 86 fly ball center field, out number 2, making the catch in center is Davis. Holding at second is Cesar Tovar. The Dodgers are 1 out away from forcing a Game 5. As Chris, Tabletop Sports Sales, says, "Come on, you bums!" And here it's Willie Randolph. Randolph saved the day in Game 1 after the Gamble homer. He made a spectacular play in the bottom, I think it was the bottom of the 10th, that ended the game. Randolph 1 for 4. He singled, struck out, flown to left, and grounded to first. Tying run at second. Peranowski peeks over his shoulder, looks in at Roseboro. Here's the pitch to Willie Randolph. Billy Martin hoping, praying. That's a 1. That is a 42. Swing and a miss, and the ball game is over. The Dodgers leave the Yankees to strand the tying run at second and finally get a win. 5-4. The Dodgers close the door in Game 4. They stay alive to play another day. The Dodgers win 5-4. So, Hunter's the losing pitcher. Koufax gets the win. He struggled, though, and Peranowski gets the save. So Peranowski, 1 inning, and he gave up no runs, and he struck out 1. He gets the save. Dodgers finally get a win. This series continues, but the Yankees still lead 3-1. Game 5, probably up sometime during the upcoming week on the channel. We also have the 67 Red Sox against the 75 Reds coming up. So that'll be actually the next game on the channel when it comes to Pine Tar. Yanks still lead the series, though. 3-1. The Dodgers avoid the sweep. Koufax the win. Hunter the loss. Peronowski with the save. What killed the Yankees, Catfish Hunter gave up 4 runs. And that's like a year's supply of runs for these 65 Dodgers in the first. Their bullpen would only give... Actually, Hunter gave up all 5 runs. The bullpen put up goose eggs the rest of the game. So 5-4. And I like the new scoreboard. How do you guys like the new scoreboard? Brought to you by Al Red Sox Fan. So, all right. Thank you very much. Health and happiness. Till next time. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless. Stay safe. Be smart. We'll get through this coronavirus together. For this too shall pass. I love you all. You know it's coming, folks. Peace! Dodgers stave off elimination with a 5-4 win in Game 4. Till next time.